Mike Honey. Who? What are you talking about, Mike? Oh, yeah, 5 years, bro. 5 years. And here's what I want to ask you guys. What did he get, a fucking state sentence or a federal sentence? I thought it had to be federal if you fuck with the right? Why is it state though? I thought that would be a Fed case. You sure about that? Let me check something. Did Michael Thompson get sentenced in state court or federal court? It's federal, bro. Federal. United States of America versus. That's the United States is the feds, bro. It's not the state of California. So he's probably going to go to like a low security federal joint. That's what he's going to do. What the fuck happened here? Found guilty in Lake Superior Court. Was featured in several documentaries. Boo, boo, boo. But when it says, when you're being good question, Lawrence. Very good question, man. You know it too, right? I see. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's Fed, right? It's a Fed case. By the way, fellas, I put out a video 1 year ago. It's called So What's in a Name? All right. If anybody wants to know my name, watch the fucking video. It's it's about a 15-minute video, right? I'm not going to keep repeating this goddamn shit. You know what I mean? I think people are hoping that I turn out to be a fucking sex offender or something, right? It's not going to happen. But feel free to look. Anyway, be all that as it may. Oh, and my name is in this book right here. No Human Contact by Pete Early. Right. Yeah. Pete Early wrote, I talked to Pete about all that shit. He wrote the book, right? And he's quoted me several times in this book. So watch the video, man. I can't keep fucking repeating myself. Right, exactly. Did you think I did that, really? Well, it'll come to a head pretty soon. Watch. All right. Just watch. Where's June at? That's fun. June, are you here, girl? Yeah, I mean, 5 years ain't shit. You know what he's going to do on that? He's going to do 85%. He's going to do. That's exactly right. You're right about that. You're right about that, Prize. And it is what it is. Yeah, see, I don't do this for money, man. I don't do this for money. I think the most I ever made at this shit was like $800, in 1 month. That's not money to me. You know what I mean? I'll put out a video tomorrow. It'll show you a little bit more about what kind of a money maker I am. All right. You'll see tomorrow. Trust me, you'll see. This is not my hustle, man. Like you guys have seen me nod out on fucking heroin. I mean, that's not the kind of thing that you do if you want to be a successful YouTube. You know what I mean? It's just not, right? When you have to wait for the fucking host of the fucking show to come out of a nod, that's not like, it's very inappropriate. You know what I mean? And I know that, but what the fuck, man? It is what it is, This ain't my hustle. This is what I do for fun. I like interacting with people. This is where I interact, Lowrider, what's up? Well, look, dude. I mean, I never said I was never going back to prison. I never said that, I always knew there was a shot that I would go. I always knew that. It's just the way I'm built, But I think I'm done. I'm definitely trying not to fuck anything. I'm trying not to. I got kicked off my methadone clinic. Yeah, of course we are. We're live. Yeah. I hit a dude in the knee with a fucking. I think I broke his fucking kneecap. And he's afraid to go to the cops because he's an illegal alien. He thinks they'll send him back to his country where he comes from. But they still kick me off the clinic. So, I'm dealing with that. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to get on Suboxone and all that bullshit. A lot of these methadone clinics, now you got to pay like $145 a week, which ain't a lot of money, but used to be free. No, I don't. How long ago, bro? How old is this guy? How old is he, Lawrence? Oh, really? It's about my age. Hmm. Maybe I went to school with him. I don't know. It's been a long time. You know, I ain't been back in Patterson in 50 years, bro. You know, Patterson was the east side of Patterson used to be all Italians. You know, why you from Patterson? I should know him then. Listen, bro. You know, are you focused on what I'm focused on? Uh, Aaron, I guess that's how you say it. Aaron, are you focused on the same thing I'm focused on? I hear what you're saying though. You know what I'm saying? I I I picked up on that a long time ago. But I don't say nothing, man. That's not my place, you know. I'm not out here to hurt anybody, you know. Where you from though, Lawrence? Where are you from? Damn, my hair is fucking getting thin, man. Whereabouts in the sticks though? Where in the sticks? Was you copping in Patterson? Were you copping there? I did my first shot of dope in Patterson, man. 1969. Big Jim. They say Newark is bumping, man. Like even right now, you know, they say they got that good brown there too. It's not all Fetty out there, you know. Yeah, I was there when he got killed, bro. Listen, I was Big Al's. I testified for Big Al in that murder case. Me and my cell partner both testified for Big Al. He still lost the case, though. Why? You know that guy? I'm shocked with what he fucking did, though, man. He fucking blew my mind with that shit. You know who killed him, right? Al Benton. I got a good story about that fucking idiot, but I ain't gonna tell it. Fuck that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so when they come back, when they bring this back for the murder case, yeah, when they bring us back for the murder case, they put my co-defendant in Fulton County. Well, they put us both in Fulton County first, and then they took me and moved me to Clayton County, which is a satellite suburb, right? Al Benton was in the penitentiary. We had like four murder cases being tried at the same time. Uh, I'm not following that. Let me finish the story, all right? So I'm in the fucking cell. They got me locked in like a cell. And they bring this guy, Marion Pruitt, in, right? I don't know who he is, but they put him in the cell next to me. All right. Locked in. We only get to come out for showers and shit, right? What the fuck are you talking about? Let me finish my story. Jesus Christ. So this guy's asking me all kind of questions and shit, right? Like, why am I here? And this and that, and blah, blah, blah. I told him I'm going to trial for a murder, right? He's like, are you sure? Are you here to testify in a murder case? I'm like, no. So anyway, I know there's something up with this fucking dude, but I don't know who he is, right? And he has to go use the phone. So they let him out. They locked him in the phone room. And one of the trustees came back and they said to me, what's up there, Stacks? One of the trustees came back and they said to me, he's in there talking to the FBI. He's saying that you threatened him. I said, what? Oh, fuck. Anyway, the next morning, man, they took us both down to the federal courthouse. And he's telling the federal marshal, this guy thinks I'm a snitch. Tell him I'm not a snitch. The marshal's putting cuffs on us, right? And I ain't saying nothing, right? So yes, sir. Yes, sir, Stats. Big, my brother. So anyway, the marshal looks at me. The marshal looks at me, and he's like he's just like shaking his head, right? Man, let me get rid of this fucking guy before I fucking get mad here. The fuck out of here, you fucking idiot. Fucking go. Fuck out of here. All right. Anyway. Fuck. Anyway, so we get down to the courthouse, right? And Big Al's down there, and he's getting ready to pick the jury, I think, in his case, right? We are just going through motions. We ain't even got to that part yet, you know? So when I walk by, like I'm walking by all these, like, and they're bringing me down the corridor, and he's in a room. This Pruitt dude is in a room, and I walked by and I looked at him, and he's in there. He's talking to one of these federal prosecutors, and he looks at me, he starts pointing at me like this, right? And I said, you fucking rat. Oh my God. And then anyway, so I go down to the holding cell, and Big Al said, don't fucking do that, man. You fucking I said, that's him, ain't it? That's that fucking dude, right? Al stepped on that motherfucker when he was killing the dude on the top bunk. He stepped on Pruitt. Pruitt was on the bottom bunk. And that's the story, man. You know, they took us back separately. Motherfucker kept saying stupid shit, man. I ain't got time for that. Anyway, yeah. And then, anyway, that's the end of that story. Yeah, okay. Good story, right? Fucking, that was the guy, Pruitt. He was the one that. And then when he gets into the, I think he killed like 4 people after that. They let him out on parole. He killed his wife, and he killed 3 different store owners or clerks during small robberies. He was like a small, like 7-Elevens and shit like that. He'd go in there and just shoot them and kill them and take the money. So yeah, he was yeah. So they gave him death penalty in Arkansas. They had one in he had him on murder in New Mexico. They had him on murder in Arkansas, Mississippi, and a couple other places. I think he had 4 bodies, 3 or 4. And on the very day that they were getting ready to kill him, to put the needle in him, he said, "Oh, by the way," he said, "I lied. I'm not. I lied. Al Benton didn't kill that guy. I killed him." That's what he said. His last fucking day on Earth, he told a fucking lie. He's a fucking idiot, man. Zambito. Yeah, Zambito was the guy that got murdered. See, that's another one. He was telling on Big Al about another murder that happened in Florida. All right. That's why Al killed this motherfucker, right? Fuck, what a weird motherfucker, man. I mean, Natural Born Killers was a great movie, though, right? But he was a fucking idiot, this guy. He's just killing people for $300 or $400, man, Where the fuck is June at, man? Not at all. Not at all. Look, man. Anybody that's willing to kill for that little bit of money is a fucking psychopath, Yeah. By the way, Pirate McNally, his movie is coming out, right? I'm pretty sure it's called American Skyjacker. He wants me to come to the screening. I guess they have, before they actually release it in movies, they have the screenings. Like, I think they have like 2, one in one part of the country and another in another part. And he's invited me to come. So, very good dude, man. Very good dude. Probably one of the ballsiest moves I've ever seen in my life. That hijacking he pulled was right out of the storybooks, man. Yeah, that's sad, man. I had to fucking be. I'd have pulled my fucking hair out, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. I love that fucking guy, man. He's great. Who the fuck turns in $500,000, man? Who does that? Yeah. I guess she didn't get my text message. Yes, you might be right. on his land. Oh yeah, I don't think so. I think he was just an old hayseed farmer, man. You know, makes no sense to keep. That's like that's like God giving you the money. You know what I mean? You're supposed to have it. If it lands on your fucking head, you're supposed to have it. You know? Yes, sir. 32 people in the chat. Good, man. I don't know much about farms. Do you? There was a guy here in Philly, man, that I think there was a truck that one of these bank, armored cars where they picked up the money from the bank and the doors accidentally fell open and a bunch of bags fell out and he took them. And I don't know I think he ended up committing suicide or something. They made a movie about it. And I don't understand it. I really don't. Like, why would you kill yourself, dude? I mean, you had the money. The worst they could do is charge you with picking up the money and not giving it back, right? You ain't gonna get a lot of time for that. What the fuck did he kill himself for? You know? I love that movie, dude. Yeah, it was good. It was one of the best movies I've ever watched. Oh, really? And and what kind of shit were they pulling, man? Money? Oh, yeah, that's right, Jim. I think you're right. What happened in that case? What happened? Why did he kill himself? No, but I want to go. I want to go down there. I might get down there one day this week. I don't want to stand in no fucking line to eat a cheesesteak, though. You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous, man. If they got the, I think they got the good bread. That's the most important part of a cheesesteak. If you got the right bread, you know. Yeah, that was good shit. That was good shit. Yeah, yes, it was. And he said they're coming from Kentucky and Canada. Who in the fucking right mind travels that far for a fucking cheesesteak, man? Who does that? Why? Because he's Joey Merlino? Get the fuck out of here. That's what I mean, anybody can cook the meat. The meat's just you can get that anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, that's what I'd be doing if I had a farm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so what? So you can say you ate a cheesesteak from his shop because he used to be a crime boss? I'm not I'm not stuck on that kind of dumb shit like that, man. That doesn't make sense to me. What do you mean? Why would they suck? I don't get it. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, that should be pretty obvious. Look at the country. Look what we're going through right now. You know, you can tell a motherfucker anything, and they'll believe it. Anything. People are suckers, man. Oh, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just trying to get you to explain. I didn't understand what you were saying, Lawrence. No big deal, bro. No, I'm not offended or anything. Yeah, for real. Um, we already talked about that, Jim. It's being addressed. It's being addressed as we speak. All right, in the next day or so. And by the way, tomorrow I'm doing a show. It's going to be a short one. No, that's nothing wrong. No, Big Jim, don't worry about it. You're good, bro. Um, what I will be doing tomorrow is exposing some of my hustles, how I make money. I won't go into too many details, but you'll understand more when you see the show. See, like I say, man, I'm not really good at this shit, obviously, you know. What? Well, I'm not, trust me, I'm not, you know. Yeah. This ain't my thing right here, you know. I don't have I don't know. I just don't have what it takes to, you know what I mean, to keep people, you know, coming back. I mean, I have my group of people that loves me and shit, and I appreciate them and love them, you know. But it's a small group, you know. You know, um, yeah, and I appreciate them too. You know, it's like I say, I do this more for the interaction, you know, with the people, man. That's what I do it for. Because there's no real money in this shit, not for me, you know. I know people that have made $20,000 a month. I know people that are making 5,000 a month just on the residuals from their old shows. That's a lot of money, you know. When you can do it like that, then you're doing something. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be. You know, I think the most I ever made doing this shit was like 800 in 1 month. You know. Um, you need a gimmick. You know. I have an idea when I go to. I might be moving to Florida, and I have an idea what I want to do as a gimmick when I get down there to, you know, for a YouTube channel. And trust me, it has nothing to do with criminal, you know, the felon shit. It's played out. You know, it's got to be something. I think you need something that's fun, sexy, that type of shit. You know, yeah. You know who makes the most money on these places? I'm gonna tell you who. There's a guy who exposes scammers, and he speaks in Farsi and these foreign languages, and he's got a real high pitched voice, and he can sound like a woman. You ever guys ever watch that? He scams the scammers. he gets millions of views. It's ridiculous, man. He's got to be making millions of dollars for real. As far as in this genre right here, the guy who makes the most, what is he, an Iranian? I don't think he is. I think he's a white dude. I don't think he's an Iranian. The guy who's in this genre here that makes good money is a guy by the name of what the fuck is his name? Matt Cox, Matthew Cox. You know who he is? Matthew Cox. Matthew Cox tells the best stories. He's got the best presentation. He's just a good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? And he brings people on, and he has a very interesting group of people, and he does long interviews, and I'm sure he makes good money. I mean, if you look at his numbers, you know, I'm sure he's making really good money. There you go, bro. Yes, sir. So, you guys gonna watch this movie when it comes out? American Hijack. I think it's called American Skyjacker. I think that's the name of it. It's Pirates' Pride and Joy, man. Listen, I'm going to shut it down about 5 more minutes. My feet are getting cold, man. I'm sitting here with the air conditioning on. I've been up since 6 this morning, man. You know? Which ones? Which shows? Matt Cox, you never heard of him? Matthew Cox? I probably could, but I'm not like Eric Foss. I think so. What does he do? What does he do, bro? Eric Foss? I don't know. Who is Eric Foss? Who the fuck is he? The fuck is he, bro? Eric Foss. Who the fuck is he? Oh, you're talking about Matthew Cox, yeah. Yeah, probably. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, that's him. Made a lot of money. He got 27 years, and then he ratted on 2 different people, and he got 2 different sentence reductions. He only doing half his time. He's funny as shit, though, man. Yeah. about to nod out. I'm nodding like a motherfucker. Do I look like I'm fucking high again? Jesus Christ. Every time I look at myself, my eyelids like they're getting ready to close. Yeah, that's the same guy. Yeah. Yes. I don't think I like Larry Lawton. I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't think I like him. Larry Lawton. Oh, this fucking guy. Yeah, he's like a jewel thief or something. I guess he's an interesting guy, you know. I'm from New Jersey. Yeah, he's from New York, right? I know. Who are you talking about? You're talking about Matt Cox, right? In-depth stories. What? He dropped acid while he was on the live stream? Patterson, bro. I'm from Patterson. Really? That's crazy. Ooh, shit. Yeah. He wrote a hell of a book, man, about this guy that he was in prison with, who was this guy that he was in prison with, who had a megalomania like a mental. It was like a mental, you know, like a mental issue, right? It's called megalomania, right? And the guy thought he was going to rule the world. He really believed that shit. And he was a multimillionaire. He bought all kinds of planes and jets and, you know, fighter planes, and he was buying them secondhand, you know, from different countries that, you know, all over the world, right? He was starting his own army over in Africa. He was getting ready to take over the world. Yeah, interesting as a motherfucker, man. My feet hurt. LSD, huh? Did he really take it on the show, man? Yeah, he took over a country, right? But he was actually pretty smart, you know, for being a crazy motherfucker. Well, yeah, but how did he act? Did he act goofy and shit, or what? When he took the acid, did he act goofy? What's up, homie? Doing a little yoga while I'm sitting here. First time I took acid, I was in Central Park in New York in the summer. Wow, man. Really interesting fucking night, bro. We had to go back to Brooklyn. I couldn't figure out how to get there. Yeah. Oh wow. They dosed you? Wow. You know what fucked me up, dude? You know there's a boat lake in Manhattan, right there in Central Park, right? And the reflection of all those big buildings there on 57th Street in that boat lake, like you look up at the buildings and then you look at the lake and you could see the same like reflection of those buildings and stuff with all the lights on. Whew, it's fucking amazing, dude. New York, New York. So nice they named it twice. What? Why? Hmm. Bad trip, huh? Jimson weed? I never heard of that. It's like a hallucinogenic or something. Uh, Shit, man. I'm gonna fall out. No, but I have some in my drawer. I got some right now. I haven't taken it. I understand it makes your blood pressure go up, bro. I don't want that to happen, you know. I don't take shit that makes my blood pressure go up. I got a whole bunch of it. Little fucking cubes. Have you done it, Judge? Have you tried it? Have you tried that ketamine? Oh, what? I don't really understand it. Like I gave some to this girl. She said she didn't really even feel it, you know. What is? What's the toxic plant? You're talking about? All right, guys, I gotta quit. I gotta go. I'm falling out. I'm gonna read up on it, bro. I'll figure it out later. Really, I'm gonna read up on it, bro. All right, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.